Hello, my name's Andy and welcome to the garage. Well, here is my next restoration, Siku Mercedes 280 SL. And I wanted to do this because I remember seeing them on the road as a kid. I thought it looked really cool. It's a nice, powerful sort of car. So let's see how we can get on with this one, shall we? Well, here is our little Mercedes. CQ, you can just read there, 280 SL, 2 rivets, corroded base, decals on the wheels there, it's a nice touch, both doors open, paint's trashed, little raised Mercedes emblem front and rear, lights, used to love these going round. We've got a driver, bit of an interior. Anyway, without further ado, let's get a drill and try and get this apart. Well, it's always the little ones, isn't it? It's always the little ones. There was some movement there. Right, I think we might be able to pull it off. That back's loose. It's this front one that's not loose. Is that enough? Yeah, I think it is. Well, I hope you saw me take that base off because my camera memory filled up exactly that moment. So we've got some plastic suspension held on by a locating post and a rivet each side. We may have to take those off, but we're going to polish this, I think, so we may not have to. Got the body with an interior. Let's open the doors. See if we can get this interior out. It's held on there, look, by little pins. See if we can lift it up. Yeah, it comes up. Little locating pins. And that holds the rear lights too. There's our driver. Let's tip him out. Out he comes with a steering wheel and the glass. So everything's out. Got black sailor's hat on or something. Anyway, put him to the back. We've got folding seats. Got good glass. Steering wheel. Do these doors just come out? I think they're going to. Give them a wiggle. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, they're held in. Just need to push them up. I think there's a bit of corrosion in there as well. He don't want to come out, does he? That is a fact. Bit of a lever under there. Well, that is, I thought he'd have just pulled out. There is a post and like, just see if you can see that there. Let me go behind the camera. There we are. There is like some teeth holding it in there, like it's been clamped, but I thought it would just lift out. Oop, bumpers come out. That's metal. That's quite tidy. I'm wondering if there's like a nail head underneath and they're actually held in, so they're not going to come out. They're not just straight up and down posts, door posts. So that would have pulled out. So I think we are going to have to leave the doors on this one. Not going to be able to blow them off. So there it is. Let's get our doors so they fit. Fit a bit better. And that is our little Mercedes to ADSL. Now, I may take these out. It would aid cleaning, and I think there's a high chance those wheels could be damaged. So we'll just put a little drill on there, shall we? Is that done enough? Let's get a small screwdriver. I think there's a bit of corrosion in there, you know. Could pull those wheels out actually. Rather take the whole thing out myself. More drilling. Right. Just managed to get a small screwdriver under there and prise that off. The axle is a little bent. Just see if we can do the same trick with this one. Right, it's just gone under the post and it's up. Well, and they are both exactly the same. Thought we'd better check that. So finally, we've got our little Siku Merc in bits. Nice body. Obviously, paint's had its day. 2 posts to drill. Corroded. Heavily on the base. Bumper's not bad. Might look to replace the wheels or just clean them. Not sure yet. Interior's okay. Glass is fine. Driver could do with a bit of a lighten up, I think. He looks more like a chauffeur would than his own car. I don't think this car would have been chauffeured really. So let's get this in the caustic, this in the caustic, and see how we go. Right, before we go to the caustic, we'll have to get these posts sorted. So there's already a dimple there. Got a 1.5mm drill. Okay, we're just drilling the post with a 1.5mm drill. Right, we just drilled the post, so let's see what we've got. That one's gone through a bit. I think we need to flatten these off. That's what we need to do. We're back with our little Mercedes. What I think's holding these doors on is that's a rivet upside down. I think there's something there just gripping those. So this is gonna go into the caustic soda with the base, and we'll see how they come out. Those door pillars are particularly thin, I've just noticed. Okay, we're back with our little Mercedes. I've drilled the posts and tapped them, so it's going to be a screw job. Notice we've got the added extra now of scissor doors. I have put the base back on, and you need the interior plate in for those to shut properly and smoothly now. Just a couple of little things. It came out the caustic okay. There are a casting line there. Same on the other side. The rest of the body I think is fine, though I'm going to check. And that casting line, I think I'm just going to take out with the edge of a file, just like that. Well, I've used a combination of files, just getting round the back post there like that, and then just keep changing direction. I've used a flat file like I've got now for the top, but I've swapped at times to a rounded edge file, and I've just kept working that, not pushing down, just gently working on it, come and tick from as many angles as I could. So I will keep working at this. I don't want to fill it or anything, it's a really small model, so just going to leave that as it is, maybe just try and grind it out a bit like that. And the next time you see this, it will have been in paint. We're back with our Mercedes, and the paint's just hardening, so I don't want to touch that just yet. It was painted rose gold. I wasn't sure about the colour at first, but now it's in a different light, it looks okay. And I used Rust-Oleum clear coat as the lacquer. Now, what's left to do is give the interior a scrub, toothbrush in soapy water, do the glass with, I think, just some 3000 to 5000, then some metal polish because it's quite good. And I've already done one set of wheels and tyres. Now I can't print this fine on my inkjet to do these transfer decals for the wheels. And they're quite worn around the outside. So what I've decided to do is keep the originals and just go round with a marker pen. I'm losing the outside detail, but I'm keeping those fake spokes on the wheels, and it is just lifting them a little bit. One of these axles is bent, I've got to hammer that back into place as well. So that's all I've done. Just turn the wheel round. As you can see, it has brought it back to life a little bit. So I'll do the next one off camera, and then we'll probably look at the glass or something. Right, let's straighten the wheels first. So you can see this axle is slightly bent at the end. So just gonna put it on the end there, and I prefer hitting these with a hammer than using the pliers because they're obviously quite thin axles. I hope you can see that one's come out quite straight. Just give the other one a little knock because it's not as bad as that one. And there are both our axles. Better than they were. This one still needs another knock, I think. Depends what light you're looking at it in. Now I did think of re-wheeling this, but I thought it'd be nicer to keep that Siku transfer detail. So that's the wheels done. We can pop them back in the parts box. Right, we've got a bit of 5000 wet and dry here. I don't think it needs anything harsher than that. Just gonna go around it with that. Some light scratches on it. You can hardly see them. Right, that's that done. Feels pretty smooth. So I'll just get some metal polish on that now. Back with the auto salt. And that is that done. That'll just get a wipe, and then we'll be able to dunk it in the floor polish. This is the floor polish, multi-surface polish I actually use. So it's just quick dunk in there now. Let the excess get off, and as you can see, that's going to look fantastic. We'll just put that to one side. Right, so we've got a bit of metal polish on there. Let's try it with the multi-tool. That looks quite shiny. There she is. Mercedes badge, just glinting in that light. Quite tidy. So that's that bit done. Back in the parts box. Now I am toying. I was originally just going to chuck this and give it a clean, but I'm thinking orange is the wrong colour interior for this car now. It should be black, or it should be a deeper red. Right, what I've decided to do with our interior is paint it dark red. I think it'll look a lot better. And this is Humbrol number 20 gloss. And these are the backlights as well. Now they're quite small. I did look at doing a transfer for those, decal, but to be honest, the red with a reversing light, so there's not much in it anyway. As you can see, we're back with our little Mercedes, and I just noticed that the doors inside are quite detailed, so I thought I'd just give them a matching colour to the interior. I mean, there's a window wiper there, a window handle rather. There's a door handle there, there's some sort of speaker there, so here goes with a 5.0 brush. I'm not going down to the detail trying to do that window handle. And I'll just give it a wipe, give it a wipe underneath where there was a bit of paint gone on the bottom of the door. Yeah, it's just a little dab, nothing really. Now I'll do the other door off camera, and then we'll look at the chrome bumpers. I'm not going to get some Molto pen and dab it on a top of a paint lid this time. I've actually bought some metallic art paint, so I'm going to see how that looks. It's not been used before, so I'll get the top off. We might give it a test on another model first. Right, because I haven't used this before, I thought I'd just give this Rolls-Royce coating of it, see how it spreads, etc. And it does go on really, really nice. Easy to paint. I think just give it a little stir. And it's not as bright as a Molto, which is quite nice. So we'll put that roller to one side and can have its first proper outing. I can already see it'll probably need a couple of coats. Not sure if it's just the light it's under. Now for the rears. Now I'm having trouble spotting this actually. Silver on rose gold is not a good combination for me, it appears. Anyway, that's it done. Doesn't look too bad, and there's enough there to do about 5,000 models. Right, we'll put that to one side, and next time we should give it another coat of camera, and next time we should be in assembly. Here is our little Mercedes ready for assembly. as you can see. So the first thing to get on are the wheels on the base. So the wheels go in these little gaps. This plastic bit goes over. It's got holes for the axles, and it was riveted on. So I'm going to glue it on with a bit of super glue. So it's in a pot. So let's just put a bit of super glue around there. Pop our first set of wheels in situ. It's our first bracket on. Let's firm press home. I always wipe my hands after something like that, just in case. So if you get super glue on your paint, that's the end of that. Back to square one, to be frank. And the other wheel the same, or the other axle should I say. Right, so let me remove the super glue. Next I think we can put the glass in. Just move that out of the way. Gotta get it behind the doors. There we go. We in? Not quite. Now we are. Then we've got our steering wheel, etc. Goes in first, and this car was at the top of the dashboard, so that's right. Clips straight into there. So we've got our dashboard in. I think now we have to shut our doors properly. Make sure they fit correctly. See there, they do want to hinge. Hold them in place, then put the rest of the interior in. The bottom of the door posts are there and there, so this is actually holding them in. Move those two screws out of the way. Push that in there first. So just push the grille in, then it's on with the body. Click together OK. Let's get ourselves a screwdriver. That's our first screw. Just finger tight really there. We'll get the second one in. Just swap that small little screw, you can see there, for a slightly longer one. I wondered why I had a longer one in the box. Now let's tighten that up. Now we can tighten this one. Can turn our little Merc over. It looks okay. Well, this is what we started with. A very plain one Mercedes 280 SL. All intact, glass looked good. So really doable and a nice little one to do. let's see how we got on, shall we? Because here it is now. Here is our Siku Mercedes 280 SL. Doesn't she look nice? Now, as you can notice, I did do the rear bumper in the end. Did that off camera. I had to have it so close to my eyes I couldn't possibly have filmed that. I quite like the rose gold now. Wasn't sure at first when it went on. Since you saw me finished assembly, I did take it apart and put some padding in that rear. It was just sitting a bit low at the back. I had 3 or 4 goes at that. I'll show you a clip of it now. And it's just raised it to the right height. These were great cars in the day. I remember we used to call them dimple top Mercedes. Of course, the real name is pagoda top, and these cars still fetch a huge amount of money. I saw one recently on the internet when I was doing a bit of research for approximately 100,000 British pounds. So they're still a quality car today and very desirable. What I'll do now is stop the turntable and open the doors for you. There we are with the doors open, red door cards painted in, that's crimson red, interior and on the door cards. I think it's so much better than it was. It looks a deep luxury red. As you may have noticed, the driver has now departed. I couldn't get him to sit properly in there, he kept falling out. I didn't like it, so he's been confined to the spares box. And that is it for today. I leave you with the Mercedes 280 SL by Siku. Please like and subscribe, it does mean a lot to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. So take care.